Hey everyone, welcome to the One Stop Wrestling YouTube channel once again. As always, I am Craig, joined by Alfonso, and as you can see, this time we are joined by the newest viral sensation professional wrestling, Luigi Primo. Luigi, how are you doing, sir? Thank you so much for
Luigi
coming on.
Primo, and I make the best of pizza.
You certainly do that, sir. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm just taking a quick break from my work here. Just another day at the Primo household, making pizzas.
So let's get straight into it. This week's been crazy for you. AEW Dynamite last week. How did that happen?
So I think, I had this viral clip a few weeks ago, and it was making the rounds. Everybody in wrestling, I think, was being assented or seen it. And so I don't know how many people in the AEW had already seen it, but on a Monday, I was just on a social media and I was just posting the dumbest of things I could think of. So I said, I'm assigned for all you can eat wrestling. And then I said like pepperoni con and basically just talking trash on the internet. And I think maybe what happened then is that people started atting Tony Khan and All Elite. And so then somebody from All Elite DM'd me on Twitter immediately asking for my for my phone number. And then this was on a Monday. Tuesday I was on a flight to Albany, New York. Wednesday I was on a Dynamite, and it was just that fast.
Amazing.
And listen, 1 week you're on One Stop Wrestling. It's a bit of a come down, but
there you go.
Such is life.
Moving up.
So describe your experience. How was the environment going there? And what did you take from the experience?
Yeah, so I've done big shows, I've done professional shows, and done fairly well in wrestling, despite being a lower name. So I was prepared for it to be a professional, fast-moving environment. But showing up, I just had an itinerary and a call time. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what I was doing. All I had was a time I was supposed to be at a place. So I got it there, and then everybody. Once we talked to the producers and stuff, everybody was just a very cool, extremely professional, extremely easy to work with, extremely gracious for a comedy guy like me. Very, very kind and respectful, even though they didn't have to be, which I appreciate. And afterwards, I just really enjoyed the experience and appreciated the process they had, because I'm always very interested in not just the wrestling, but how they make the show, how they run the events, because that's been the business I've been in for a long time. So I very much appreciated how solid and a professional it was.
Great to hear. I know you've got some questions to ask Alfonso, so I'll let you fire away.
You're talking about how everybody was very gracious, very lovely when you arrived to AEW, but many wrestlers have tweeted bad things about you after you show up. Like Miro didn't like you showing up.
Miro Brothers, is that his name? I think that's his name. I don't think he's had a pizza. I think that the problem is that he's not sure what a pizza is. I think if he had one, he would have liked it more. But I think he's like, oh, what's this circle with the red holes in it? And I'm like, Miro, it's not a circle with the red holes. That's a pizza. And then what was the other guy? Anthony Oregano, or Anthony Prosciutto, something like that.
You think they lack pizza? They lack pizza. They need pizza.
Yeah, they need it. I mean, everybody does.
Okay, so cool. I have another question for you. This is a very important question. Your name is Luigi Primo. Where is Mario Primo?
Okay, so that's a very good question. Mario Primo was one of my great uncles on my father's side, and he actually got involved more with the New Jersey. We call it an otter thing. We call it a family. Do you know what I mean? We call it. He got involved with that and doing a betting for them, and he was only supposed to take, I think it was a 4 or 5%, because that's how he makes his living, by skimming off of the book. off the book when he make the book, but instead he'd take a 10%. And so one of the higher up in the guys in the family, he has snitched about it, and you know, that was the end of Mario Primo.
So obviously Dynamite didn't go always planned, as Ethan Page kindly took exception to you. Do you feel that that happened because potentially Danhausen cursed your pizza dough?
So yeah, I think that maybe now that you mentioned, that's an exception of the people that were good to me is Ethan Page, not a very good to me, and
Yep.
just immediately ruined by a promo. I was ready to say lots of more things. I was ready to say I'm a Luigi Primo, I make a best of pizza, I'm a best of wrestler. I had at least 4 more sentences locked and loaded. And what was your question regarding a Danhausen?
Do you feel that that happened because Danhausen cursed your pizza dough before you got on camera, which resulted in Ethan Page attacking you?
So did Danhausen crushed my pizza dough?
Curse, like curse.
Curse.
Oh, okay.
Curse.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I didn't see him curse it. I think I thought me and Danhausen were on a good of terms. I suppose he could have been just, you know, in the back, kind of a secretly cursing it when I couldn't see it. So that's certainly a possibility. I don't think that's what happened. So because Danhausen has always been a supporter, and in fact, back in 2019, he actually helped me quite a bit by, you know, getting my name out of there a little bit. So I don't think he cursed me, but wrestling is unpredictable, so we just have to see. I was disappointed to see him lose against Ethan Page on a Rampage, and I still, you know, I would love to get back at Ethan Page, but if a Danhausen ends up being the one to do it, that's just as good as far as I
I have another very important question. I think it's a question that everybody, like every single pizza connoisseur out there, wants to know.
Yes.
Does pineapple goes on pizza for Luigi Primo?
Okay, so this is a very complex question, and in order to answer it, I think we have to take a few things into consideration. First of all, Alfonso, what do you think?
Ooh, I'm a pineapple lover. Like I love my Hawaiian pizza with bacon and pineapple.
Bacon and pineapple. Craig?
No. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. I will die on this hill.
So we have on one hand, somebody loves the Hawaiian style pizza, and on another hand, we have somebody is willing to die to not eat a pineapple. I mean, I don't know how much clear I can make it. I think that it answers your question.
So obviously sticking on pizzas, the question that everybody really wants to know is, how old were you when you had your first pizza?
Wow, let's see if I can remember. I got to cast it back into my mind and see if I can remember. I think the first time I had a maybe pizza, I was maybe something like a 3 or a 4, and I only remember because I was eating a pizza and I was like, oh, this is so good. And then my father, he came and he slapped it out of my hands and he said, you don't work, you don't eat. And I had to throw the pizza away. And from that point, I thought, oh, I have to make a good pizza so that he doesn't do that again, because I got to make him proud of me. And ever since then, I've had a deeper rage, how you say, anger and aside.
Okay.
Alfonso?
Yeah. What I want to know is, when are we getting the Luigi Primo pizza?
When are you personally, or just
me personally? I want to know when are you shipping pizza all over the world?
Yeah. So actually, Mark Henry, and yesterday on a Busted Open Radio, we talk about a frozen pizza, which, you know, everybody talk about a frozen pizza being a bad, but a Gold Belly, apparently they actually can freeze it and ship it in such a way to where you can reheat it. I'm a skeptical, but I'm not going to disregard something that Mark Henry said. So I'm going to research this, and maybe I can do something like that where I make a pizza and then I ship it via a Golden Bell.
Yes, because I want to try the Luigi Primo pizza.
It's
And
got a
you
good,
can and you can even sell pizza with dough that you use in a wrestling match. Like this is the pizza from the wrestling match in AEW Dark or something like that.
yes. And when you cook the dough, it removes the bacteria, so it's just fine. Even if it's all on the ground. And one thing about when you get a pizza from me, unlike some other pizza places, I don't know what's the name of a pizza place by where you live.
We have this hot here. We have
This is
this
Domino's.
Domino's. Yeah. Okay. Well, one thing about a Domino's, when you get a Domino's pizza, sometimes it has a screws, or screws or a nail or a piece of a metal.
Yeah.
You know, when I make a pizza, it never has a screws or a nail or a razor blades. Never. So that's the Primo guarantee. So when you get a pizza from me, you're never gonna bite into a razor blade.
Perfecto.
Amazing. Amazing. I absolutely love it. So what's next for Luigi in All Elite Wrestling? Are we going to see you again?
You know, I hope so. It was a good experience to talk to some of these people, some of whom, industry of veterans, people that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Also to meet some of the guys from Dynamite and Rampage and Elevation of Dark. Great to meet them and share info. So no matter what happens, I was very happy to be there, minus the Ethan Page. Other than that, it was a great. I would have loved to have come back, but in the meantime, I'm just banging out these cameos and taking on many independent bookings.
When is your next match? If you can tell us.
Yeah. My next match that I know about is Saturday at a CWF in Dallas, in a Fort Worth. Yeah, and then at the end of this month or on October 1st, you guys know ASF?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you're facing him.
What's that?
You're facing him.
Yes, I'm facing him on October 1st in San Antonio. So I'm very excited in that match because he sort of, the way he flies around the ring, it reminds me kind of a pizza. And because I make a pizza, I think I could have a pretty good answer for his maneuvers.
Okay. I want to know what's your best move with the pizza. What's your next finisher? What are you going to use? How you're going to use the pizza as a finisher or as a maneuver in your next match? Tell us the secrets.
So one move I like to use that you might not have seen before, I call it the Van Pizza-inator. Is I throw the pizza into somebody's face and I give them a spinning wheel kick.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one. Or sometimes what I do is maybe they're on the ground and I go off of the top rope and I throw the pizza while I'm jumping so that we land on each other at the same time. We call that a topping the pizza.
I have a move for you.
Let's hear it.
Oh, the guys that use the green mist to spit in the face of the people, you could use tomato sauce and spit tomato sauce on people. You can call it the pizza mist.
Yeah, the pizza mist. It would be a very good visual. And the marinara would sting their eyes and let them get the victory. However, I don't know. I need to get a surgery or something to get the Akagi Muto glands so that I can put whatever the liquid is in the whole match. But other than that, I think it could have worked.
Maybe you can stash some marinara in your mustache or something.
Oh, there you go. Just come out just with the marinara totally in my mustache. Nobody will notice.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got some very unique merchandise that you sell on your store. From everything from t-shirts to enamel pins to pizza boxes. So where did the ideas for your merch come from? How's your merch going? And where can everybody buy your amazing pizza boxes from?
Yeah, so with the shirt and the pizza box, the one that looked like a pizza box, that was something that a number of people had suggested to me. I've always wanted to do a pizza box of merch for many years, but in the last few years, my roommate Michael and also Danhausen were two people in particular who suggested maybe I should do that kind of an image. And I have a long-term artistic collaborator who drew that. And so, yeah, so I think the problem with the pizza boxes is I did them a premium style. So it's a 3-color screen print. And it's a bit expensive. So I think when I reorder, it's going to be a fewer colors, but it will be a much cheaper. So anybody who orders something, I can ship it in a box for them. And if anybody wants a merch, it's at luigiprimo.bigcartel.com. Also, there is an exclusive shirt you can get on a pro wrestling tees if you want to go to that site.
Okay. I have another question, a very important question. Were you born with a mustache?
I was, yes. So if I can't shave it because I don't know if it'll grow back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
are you going to try another look? Maybe a beard, maybe a tinier mustache, or something else?
You know, I've been thinking maybe I just take off the apron and switch to a black of trunks, black of kick pads, black of boots, and maybe I just be a shooter, Luigi Primo.
Oh.
Instead of making a pizza, I just to show people my sort of a MMA catch a wrestling skills. I think, you know, maybe that'll open up some new doors for me.
Yeah, maybe that's your another personality of Luigi Primo.
Right. Because I don't know if the pizza thing is working out. Honestly, it's a kind of run of its course. I mean,
I think you could use the both of them, like Luigi Primo for sometimes, and if people don't like your pizza.
Yeah, and I just change of clothes. I say, oh, okay, you guys are going. Give me 1 second, and then I leave, and then I come back, and I do like come out to like a 7 Mary 3 or some other crappy music, and do some kicks, and just
you make them an offer they can refuse.
Make them an offer they can't refuse.
It's almost like Justin Thunder Liger and his alter ego that you would never see.
Oh, yeah, man. No, I should do maybe Keisha and Luigi has a different apron.
Yes.
There's like some kind of
I love it.
And I think you should also sell like aprons to people. Like I would love to buy a Luigi Primo apron to when I'm making my pizza at home feel like you.
That's on my list of things I need to make for sure. I want to make a pizza cutters too, but the only place so far I've found to make them is they're very cheap. They're just like a little plastic thing. So I want to try to find a nicer one.
And my other question is, what's your goal as Luigi Primo? What do you want to do with Luigi Primo? You want to make a collab with Gordon Ramsay, maybe have a cook show, maybe open a pizzeria in New York, or what do you want to do?
You know, my ultimate dream is to have a contract with the AEW for catering.
Tony Khan, you heard first.
I don't need to wrestle. I just to serve them a pizzas.
On that note, Luigi, it's been an absolute privilege having you on. Before you go, tell the masses where can they follow you on social media? What's your social media handles? And thank you for joining us.
It is a pleasure to be here, Craig, Alfonso. All of you, you can find me on Twitter at Best Pizza Chef. You can find me on Instagram, Luigi Primo, PWR. You can find me on a TikTok, I think just at Luigi Primo. And of course, as we mentioned, Luigi Primo, Big Cartel for the merch.
Luigi, have a great day. Get yourself back to work. Speak soon. Can't wait to see what you're going to do next.
Thank you. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.